Hi everyone, this is Tori Ramangmou, and for my Botany 450 project, I created a magazine covering the endemic Hawaiian tree ferns. And my targeted audience are students, gardeners, and people who are interested in the endemic Hawaiian tree ferns here in Hawaii. Across the state of Hawaii, there are four endemic Hawaiian tree fern species, all four belonging to the genus Cibodium. Three of the four species are found across the state, while the fourth species is found on Kauai. The genus Cibodium comes from the Greek word cibodium, meaning casket. This is in reference to the casket-like shape of the ferns in Dioecium. Cibodium is found all over the globe, originating from the northern hemisphere. Over time, it has made its way down to the southern hemisphere by dispersal methods and is now found in Europe, Asia, Australia, Mexico, North America, and Hawaii. Previous studies done on endemic Cibodiums of Hawaii has been rough. Botanists and scientists would misidentify the native species and report it as a newly discovered species that in actuality was a species that they have already identified. The four endemic Hawaiian tree ferns are Cibodium glaucum, Cibodium chamisoi, Cibodium menziesii, and Cibodium nealai. Cibodium glaucum is said to be the body form of Haumea, the goddess of motherhood, due to its characteristics of being a great nurse log. Cibodium chamisoi is much taller and slender compared to the other forms of ferns. Cibodium menziesii are distinctive for stiff, dark, and reddish-brown or black hairs. Cibodium nealai is found only on the island of Kauai and is listed as endangered, with only 25,000 left on the island. These endemic tree ferns can be found and grown well in areas of moist and humid climate, such as tropical rainforests. If planting, the use of fertilizers is recommended. However, be careful with just how much fertilizers you place, that you do not want to over fertilize the plant. Soil types recommended are cinder or organic. Soils does not need to have adequate drainage, as the plant prefers it moist. These tree ferns grow well in shade or sunlight. However, if exposed to full sunlight, the plant should be grown upland, and at higher elevation. These endemic tree ferns are slow growers and rarely grow over 6 feet. These fern species are keystone species within the Hawaiian ecosystem. When they fall, they become a nutrient source for epiphytes and other native plants that are found within the understory. That is because the leaves of the tree ferns are rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. Um, these tree ferns are endangered by invasive species because the invasive species are well equipped to outgrow the tree ferns, taking over overtaking and over competing the tree ferns for nutrients and space, and also sunlight. The use of the Hawaiian tree ferns, also known as hapu, uh, dates back to ancient Hawaii. The hapu were used as food for their starch that are um, found within the trunk of the ferns, and within their food, They are used in taro and sweet potato. They are mixed well with them and made into food, which the ancient Hawaiians consumed, especially during low production and starvation. Um, they also use the hair of the ferns, also known as pulu, for the wound dressing and embalming of the dead. At one point, the pulu were exported to the mainland for the creations of mattresses and pillows until they became undesired because they tend to absorb moisture and then degrade. Today, their dry trunks are used in nurseries and gardens as decorative logs or orchids, anthuriums, for, for orchids, anthuriums, and other smaller plants. It is also used in landscapes as ornamentals. Here are my references. Thank you so much for listening to me and have a good day.